Shotgun shell bandoliers. Would anybody want one of these? Well, I tell you what, for the price, I think they're not bad. Each one of these cost about $7 a piece. Seven and some change shipped from eBay. The top one is a Vism by NC Star, if you can see that. The bottom one is unbranded. And to be honest, the bottom one is a little bit better than the top one. It's slightly longer, even though it doesn't really look like it. Talking about the bottom one versus the top one, it's the bottom one is slightly longer, and it fits me better. I'm a bigger guy, and it just fits me better, a lot better than the top one. So, long story short on that, all of them aren't created equal. If you're a smaller person, then you probably want the smaller one. And if you can see, all right, I load a shell, and skip one, load one, skip one. The reason why I do that is because it's too heavy, and it becomes too immovable whenever you got that many shells on these bandoliers. I think each one of these holds 56, and frankly, that's just too many, in my humble opinion, to have on a bandolier. And we'll get to why you would want a bandolier here in a minute. But yeah, it's just too many, and it makes the whole thing stiff. So you can load it differently than this, but I've got slugs and buckshot, basically about 15 rounds of slugs and about 15 rounds of buckshot on there, on each one of them. So each one of them's got about 30 rounds. There may be one or two extra ones on there. I didn't exactly count it, but that's the gist of it. About 15 of each. You can see these are the buckshot. These are the slugs, and these are the buckshots. On the back are the buckshot on this one, and on the back of this one are the slugs. You can see right there how I got on that one where it's overlapping. That's kind of how I got them loaded up. With half and half. You never know which one you might need. That's triple aught buck. I'm kind of favoring toward triple aught buck. For self-defense. The longer the shot, the bigger the buckshot I feel that you should use, and buckshot is both good up close and further away than number 4, number 1, even double aught buck. I believe it's the best all around. Slugs are slugs, about them. They're great too. But what you might ask, that these might seem a little gimmicky, and in some ways they are. In other ways, I think that they are actually quite good because they're simple. They're somewhat effective, and they're cheap. They're very cheap, $7 a piece. I mean, whenever it comes to storing shotgun ammo, and if something was to happen and you needed to grab something quick, 30 rounds on each one of these. I mean, you could grab 2 of them, do a little Rambo sling over if you had to, kind of joking there. But, in all seriousness, if you had to just grab a couple in a pinch, you could. Quick, simple, easy. You don't need anything special. The rounds are there. That's the important thing. They've got other ways. They've got vests and stuff that carry them. And that practically might be better, but are you going to have that when you need it? Is it going to be available? How much is it? Is it cost effective? How long does it take to get on? All that stuff. These are just simple. I mean, these are just simple. I mean, you could even open up your belt and slip your belt through there and just have it hanging off your belt. And I'd be flopping around a little bit, but at least you would have them. And I think it's better than having them just dangling in your pocket, because you can only fit so many shells, 7 or 8 in each pocket. So I think that's where these kind of come into play, and that's why I've got them on there. And I've got them staggered like that, and you can load them however you want. But I think there's kind of a stigma against bandoliers. They're kind of gimmicky, and I see that. But it's another way of storing the ammo too. I've got my big ammo cabinet here, and I just take them and just throw them in there. Where my shotgun ammo is on this shelf right here. I just take them and throw them in there. As opposed to putting them in these cases. And yeah, those are pink. My ex-girlfriend got them like 2 days before She broke up with me for my birthday. She got me a bunch of pink ones, and now I know why she got me pink ones. But they work. Hey, don't make fun. But yeah, I store all my ammo in these. That way, if the basement ever gets flooded and stuff, it saves a lot of it. Some of it I don't have in ammo boxes, but the most important stuff I do that way. They're watertight, they're sealed. I can conserve about 90% of my ammunition. So, little tip there. These are like $5-6 a piece if they're pink. Hey, get them. Little plain old ammo cans, man. They're great, awesome. Anyways, back to the bandoliers. If you run out of room and stuff, you can sling these up on a closet post or something. Anywhere really. And like I said, I think they're effective. Are they the best? No, I don't think they're the best. Way of carrying ammo, but for the price and practicality, the quickness, everything, to me, it's like a no-brainer to have some of these. If something was to ever happen, SHTF situation, and you decide to grab your shotgun. Coincidentally enough, I bought these. I don't know if you can see them or not. I got these off of Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They're AK-47 magazine pouches. They hold, I think, five, and they got straps on them where you can sling them over your shoulder. I think they were like $3 a piece. I'm all about, whenever it comes to carrying ammo, the most cost-effective way may not be the best way, because a lot of times when you look for ammo carriers and stuff, $50 for something like that? No, not me. I'd rather put the money in the shells and stuff, or in the gun than, something like that. I mean, if you're looking for a way of carrying ammo, I say be realistic on what's the likeliness that you're going to use it. Probably not that great. So should you spend, $75, $100 a piece on something, to carry ammo? Maybe if you're a 3-gunner and stuff, that's, competition shooter, that's completely different. I'm just talking about it, everyday person, just kind of want to be prepared in case anything happens. Just, kind of a fun thought. I think this is a very cost-effective way to do it. Your mileage may vary on it. But yeah, if you're not opposed to something like these bandoliers, I think you should take a look at them for $7-8 a piece, and you can probably get a little bit better ones. But I would say this bottom one is a little bit better than the top one, and it works just fine. You could even if push come to shove, you could even put your shirt on over this and have it underneath your shirt to conceal it. If you had to, go into town or something, in a bad situation, you didn't want somebody seeing all this ammo on you, just to keep the look of it, so that's something else to keep in mind about this. Is just because you have it on you doesn't mean it has to be exposed, in that kind of goofy look. Now, obviously, if you needed to use it, you wouldn't want to be reaching underneath your shirt, but just a thought, just kind of a thought on these from me to you. You may disagree. That's completely fine. I'm going to get quite a few more of these and load them up. You figure it's about $1 a round. So by the time you load each one of these and have the bandolier included, about $37, $38 for each one of these bandoliers. Is that too much? You be the judge. Thanks for watching.